What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have something pretty insane for you. I know we've already done multiple reviews on the channel of the speedruns this week and the breakdowns, but this one was insane. It was more than 5 minutes faster, now 3 minutes faster because of noobs. 51 minutes and 36 seconds from progress, and we will break it down live with Tetsu from Progress and Abn from Progress themselves. So this is a little unique where we have actually some of the players from the world record run who got a crazy run, breaking it down together with us live. And I do think there's kind of a bit of little room for improvement on me doing this format wise. So if you guys have some suggestions on how to improve the format of having the players come in and break down the run live with us, if you have any suggestions about that, just hit me in the comments. But other than that, huge shout out. Thank you Tetsu and Abn for being there, and all of the links to everything is going to be in the description. Let's dive right in. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
It's going well, man. Going well. Huge grats again, dude. Fucking, oh my god, that time is amazing. The time is...
It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. What was going through your head beforehand to change from last run? Or was it mostly focused on cleaning? I haven't seen the run yet.
We didn't really need to change anything at all. It was, like you said, it was mostly about cleaning things up. We executed, like our last run, we executed everything. In my opinion, we executed most of the stuff really well, and just kind of, it's hard to pin it down like individual player mistakes or maybe a little bit of RNG, but it was just a really messy raid, right, with a lot of deaths.
Yeah. Yeah, and this run you only have 3 deaths the whole time?
I believe it's
ghosting
death,
dies.
but is full one mage dying 4 times.
Yeah, dude, what happened?
I mean, it's kind of a snowball effect, right? Like you die once and you lose all that HP. It's really easy to just chain die after that.
Yeah, that's so true.
So, I'm not sure all of where he died.
And luckily, all you lost, and there's one warlock, the filth dies, so you lost one warlock also. Let me see if I can grab. Never really. Here, I'm gonna get Abn in here too. How do I link people on the Discord call? I've never done that before. I'm so dumb at this. I sent you a friend request, I think there, so I can make and Tetsu start a conversation. Perfect. Here, I'm creating one group, and I'm recalling you really fast. Here, let's see if that works. There we go. Can you hear me, Abn?
Yes.
Yes, welcome. You die as a mage one time, it's GG. Just go full PvP gear. Pretty much, right? Like if you're dead on the mage, you're kind of soft. Especially the mage. The warrior's scary because then it's easy to die, but you do have like a decent amount of health and you can swap. Are you using HP set, Tetsu? Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, I really run a pretty tanky setup generally.
10.4k. Yeah, you're up there.
I do swap to roids after Spider Wing, but I'm still at like 10k, just under.
Yeah, is it basically using the extra HP for the Fairlena pull? Do you guys get scared for that one? I guess you have the weak aura for it, right?
I mean, it's always a little scary going into that pull because you never know what might happen. One person maybe might, like, and all it takes is one person to hit one misclick and like you insta wipe, right? So that's always scary going into that one.
Yeah, or have like spineless have a warrior change stance while you're invisible.
Yeah.
Dang it! There goes the run.
One time practicing on the PTR, we had a guy take falling damage going into the pull, right?
Oh no!
You never know what might happen, right?
Yeah.
What way someone will find to fuck it up. So it's always scary going to the Fairlane pool.
Yeah, one thing and it goes wrong. But this raid, pretty much everything went right? Everything kind of went your way. is there anything before we like look at anything that like you would say could be improved on at this point, or is there much time to be saved?
Uh, Maybe I'll find something rewatching the VOD, maybe minor errors that we can improve, but honestly, overall, I cannot think of anything that we could make any major improvements on.
You guys are you gonna consistently run still with 4 warriors when the batching patch goes through? Do you know? I mean, sorry, rogues.
Yeah, well, I mean, probably. That's that. We take the player, not the class, in
Yeah,
terms of rogues. So
I like that. I like that. I know Salad Bakers is having some rogues make their warriors. RIP roguish. But yeah, your rogue core plays really well. Your mage core, you're just everyone in progress just plays so well, and it's crazy to see, and it's awesome. Let me
I mean,
see.
in an ideal world, you would do what Salad Bakers is doing and go to one rogue. It's just not worth it for us. Like we're pretty confident in our rogue players. I mean, they're very solid players, so they're just not worth benching for a warrior.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And then the hunter how plays super well in this run. I'm guessing.
Alvaria did a great
Alvaria.
job this run. This is by far his best run.
Yeah.
He nailed everything he was supposed to do.
Oh, I wonder if he's gonna post his POV. This is sick. Okay, I would like to watch through with you guys if that's cool, and break down everything as it's happening, and kind of hear your thought process of each pull and like what's going on in your head and what. Pretty much that, yeah. I've never done this before with other people breaking them down, but I thought it'd be awesome, and I've been meaning to try to hit you up because I want to do something with warriors soon. So, yeah, if you're down, but then I guess we'd have to watch the whole VOD, and I don't know how much time you guys have. So,
I'm free all evening.
boom. ABN, you cool with you?
A couple of hours.
Let's do it, guys. Oh my god. All right, to get started here, I'll put just something that won't get muted in the background because I don't want. When you're playing, are you using copyright-free music in the speedruns?
Yeah, I pretty much always run copyright-free music.
Well, then we can just have, so then we can hear you twice. Perfect. Okay, well in that case, let's go through it. So you guys are starting in Plague. You guys are gonna do the double pull here, right? And I think you might get some of the gargoyles also? Question mark?
Yeah, we'll pretty much just pull everything we can here. Save time later.
Yes. I love it. You love to see it. Are there target dummies used? Is this a scary one?
No, we were using target dummies originally. We cut the target dummy usage on this pull, and we only do AoE taunts here now.
Mm-hmm. And then as these get low, do you go in and pull some more of the here, let me make this louder. Some more of the gargoyles? Yeah, it looks like you're moving towards them.
Yeah, so pretty much we just try to move the entire pull over, and as soon as the hunter pulls the gargoyles towards us. As soon as all the ghouls are dead, essentially, is when we want these gargoyles right here.
There we go. I just had to mute a sound. Yeah. And then move straight. Oh my god, I didn't mute the sound. Whatever. And then straight in. Are you gonna have the spider pulls already set up? So a paladin or rogue? I'm assuming a paladin.
Paladin, that's correct.
Yeah. Going for the
so
spider
instead of waiting here for the pull to be set up, because the logs start as soon as the pull starts, right?
Yeah.
So instead of sitting waiting, we added in this pre-plague wing pull,
which saves a lot of time. You guys have lightning bolts used there too, and I'm assuming dynamites here because you're gonna use sappers later, so you have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is actually like my one mistake of this run that I can think of off the top of my head. For some reason, holy water was keybound instead of dynamite, which I usually swap it after Spiderwing.
Yeah. I do the same thing, but they're usually right next to each other, and then you're like, when it's up like that, it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize until I was walking to the bowl because when we were practicing on PTR, so I always had that bound correctly, so
Yeah.
I was not expecting that to happen.
How were your guys' PTR practice runs? Like, did you end up doing, would you say more than usual to achieve the speed you got today, or just like a pretty standard, like, now we're going all in for the speed run, let's run PTR until we have everything kind of hashed out?
We always get in as much PTR as we're able to. Sometimes we're limited by raid time. A lot of people can't stay late. We can't really add many extra days generally. So from if I had to guesstimate, I'd probably say 15 hours for the first run, and then another 5 hours of PTR from the last run to this run.
Yeah. So that's not like a crazy amount of difference from the last run to this run. And are you guys running one more? Are you happy with this insane time?
I can't give information
That's
on
fair.
Our other runs.
It's okay. We saw a screenshot of the Darkwing Fair on Fire Mall right now, and it is crazy. Having to go get buffs one more time has got to be an effort for you guys.
Buffing on Fire Mall is always an adventure.
Yeah. Are 2 paladins going up for this, or are you just having 1? Looks like Kin and Kaya are out of range.
Yeah, we use double paladin for this bolt. They stack it all together.
Yeah, so you can make sure to get all the spiders and stuff too. And then here, is it just sappers you're using, or are you guys using anything else? I know I see you have macroed with your life giving, of course.
You don't really need much else. Mages, for example, they'll have like blast wave as well, but in terms of like Ramstein stuff like that, you can't get it off. It doesn't go off fast enough. So it's mostly just for all the warriors and rogues, and it's just sappers. Priests probably have like Holy Nova or whatever they might have. That's about it. Yeah.
It's just scared as a mage doing that bow, because you literally just get aggro from all the big spiders instantly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we haven't. I mean, you guys probably don't really need to be blasting that hard, right?
Probably not.
We have the damage.
Kill everything of the small ads in the Saba thing.
Yeah, because the fear then is the spiders that are alive. Still, do you guys get an AoE taunt off after that on the spiders, or does people just grab them before you guys can die, or like a lip/bop situation at all?
We do try to get some AoE taunts out.
Yeah.
But that pool is a little crazy, so there's always a risk of someone somewhere getting one shot.
Yeah, it's like a split second and you're dead on this one.
We say fetish for it.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah. And then are you also fetishing, I would assume, on Thaddeus, but do you condone, like, are you guys allowed to Petri? You've got to, right? Or is it necessary anymore?
One Petri.
Yeah. Just keep up the ignite.
But with ghosting dying like instantly, it was pretty hard to keep ignite up.
Is that where the death is?
No, ghosting died in the first pack.
Oh, I looked away.
Like,
so he's already.
Yeah, you probably didn't notice he insta soul stones.
Yeah.
Assuming.
So he's already low. Here you're just trying to skip as much as you can so that you can pull more during Gothic.
Yep. Ideally, we skip everything here. We kill what we have to, and we skip literally everything that we possibly can.
Yeah.
This mob was a little bit unlucky.
That mob did not like to hang out.
No, he was not cooperating with us.
How's the padding here? This is like the only RNG you really have in these runs now, is like how's padding, and like it can cost you time, but it's not like a large amount, I would say.
Yeah. So this and post Thaddeus, or sorry, post Gluth right before Thaddeus. Those are really the only two RNG parts of the run.
Yeah. The rest, you know exactly what's going to happen. Here, let me get this back up.
It's pretty hard to just get awful patrols here, because even if you get bad patrols, you just kind of kill what's ever in your way, and it really doesn't lose you much time.
Yeah, most pulls take like 4 seconds, right? Especially with your output.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pace. And it might mean we can skip something later on as well, so...
I think 7 minutes as you're getting to my Exna after killing like so much else already. This is incredible pace.
And of course, we're not going to get web today. Yeah, well, I mean, I think we have a far better spider wing than anyone else. We've really polished our spider wing. We've done our time in prison, and we're free from the webs now.
You guys aren't wrecking also right here. You're wrecking on 4 horsemen. Am I correct in assuming that?
We are not wrecking here, but we also don't wreck on 4 horsemen either.
Ooh. Let's just, okay, that's exciting. Okay. 1 wreck in the run. Speed pots used here. Love to see that. Because this is just so much downtime not using them. That was the one thing from last circus that I think was missing the most, was uses of speed items.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, though. There's been very little speed items utilized properly in Naxx. It can be hard to know when to do it, but it's very valuable if you can get it right.
Yeah, and like there's times when you would switch items. Like I didn't notice or look, but after a noob or even Faralina, did you guys swap like boots or anything?
So
or like nifty?
No, we use swiftness boots from the plague pull into Spider Wing.
Oh, okay.
After that, we did not use anything.
Yeah.
We did experiment for a while with doing rocket boots from a noob to that trash, but we decided that wasn't worth for how we were doing it.
Yeah. The amount of time there's like 2 seconds maybe, but then you also lose DPS, and if you have to wait, if like there's...
And it's just awkward to have the raid in a train at that point, which rocket boots can really do to you. Like some people are later on the rocket boots misposition. It extends the train by rocket booting, and that's not something we wanted going into that, because we needed the entire raid stacked up, ready to go wherever we were talking about RNG earlier. We got really good RNG with that first Spiderling pack being right at that gate for us, for me to get that AoE taunt off and just insta blow them up before we had to go into that pack. So that went really well for us. A very small RNG part, but it's just really nice to have your entire raid stacked more when you're going into that small Spiderling pack and the following Spider pack afterwards.
Yeah, they're just so much easier to deal with. And when they're not like padding away, can just be annoying, so have to sort of wait or have the hunter pull into you. That was really nice. Is there any speed items used? There's nothing you're using in between here so that people can get their chickens and Arcanite Dragonlings?
Right? No, you probably won't see any other speed items until DK Wing.
Okay. So pretty much just a standard just pump. Like that first pull is like the big differentiator so far from like everyone else, because everyone else seems to be doing like either nothing or just the spiderlings, or doing like pulling in some of the A-bombs, which I'm assuming then you guys just decide like warriors can use a PvP trinket on a second group of A-bombs, right?
We actually when we first started adding that pull in at the start of the run, we actually started with abominations. We decided we got more value out of going plague instead, and killing all those packs and then using the speed potion to get through there. It just ended up being more value for us.
Yeah, I mean, you clear like 4 packs in that time. Stay here and kill it before running. Yeah,
that's a good two packs, a gargoyle pack, and a patrol. So like 3.5.
That was faster than last time too. So did you see that? Notice kill times were much faster from basically like people not dying.
Oh yeah, our kill times were night and day from our other runs in the past. we didn't have a single warrior death, so our kill times were just insane.
Your 4 horsemen is 1 minute and 34 seconds. Oh my god. Here. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure we killed K. Spoiler. I'm pretty sure we killed KT before a single MC went out. I'm pretty sure I don't remember any MCs
KT
going out on
129.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of crazy. It happened in my raid this week, but I think it was like a weird RNG. I don't know if I didn't look at our kill time. We didn't get an MC either, but I feel like it was weird RNG. I didn't feel like we had insane DPS. Here, everyone just gets 1 spore, right? Do you have mages go for the first one and just keep an ignite up?
Yep. First group. First spore is major group.
Yeah. And then is everyone basically required to have a chicken or Iconet Dragonling? There's so many.
And this is somewhere we drop a lot of chickens and Arcanine Dragons usually.
Yeah. How much have you noticed, like ABN, have you noticed like exactly how much of a DPS increase the mages are getting from them?
Not 100%, but it is a lot. It's like from 500 5k ignite to 7k.
The people aren't using Dragonlings, step it up. That's such a huge difference. Are you running PI on any of your priests?
All priest FPI?
Mm-hmm. So you can get that huge ignite rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the Dragon Link is hard to like, I don't know, it's really hard to get it to attack the boss. Like many times on the PTR, it would just hit the spell. It would just go back and forth.
Yeah, it's super annoying. I thought they did a blue post saying that they were gonna make pets act better at attacking things, or at least not be in defensive mode. Maybe that makes it harder, even though maybe that makes them like even choose different mobs, because a lot of times before you would have like your pets, when you summon them, if you're not already fighting something, they could just stand there like randomly.
Yeah, I saw it in if you did the Maraudon farm, like Princess. If you didn't take damage from Princess.
This right here is a little scary. We got the patrol and a pack.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
I was shaking a little bit on that, but oh yeah, Ghosty ends up dying here. Actually, this is his second or third death.
Yeah, that's just a lot of damage. You had three priests logged out, so it's a decent amount of
very limited healing.
Moist towelette. Oh, you love it.
Yeah, this debuff is extremely weird. You can't freedom it. You can't PvP trinket it. I don't think you can fap or lip it. Like your only option left to get rid of that debuff is towelettes. I feel like it's by far the best use of towelettes in Naxx Ramus.
Yeah, and that just keeps you going. What have you guys thought about? This is sort of not really random, but I like how you guys all did Diamond Flask there. It makes a lot of sense. So you could keep pumping. But what about Swiftness of Zanza? Have you thought of it? Like, I'm sure you've thought of it, but is it just not worth it for the risk?
You can check logs. Most of our casters and healers, I believe, are running Swiftness of Zanza.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what our rogues are running. I would think they would want to be running Swiftness of Zanza too. It's not. Some warriors might be, but me personally, I just use roids. I mean, you don't need it on warrior. It's worthless on warrior because we have charge and intercept. We're constantly zooming between packs.
Yeah.
But the casters and healers are always in the back, so they're the ones getting huge value out of Swiftness Zanza. It's just not worth on warrior. Warriors should always be either stamina Zanza or roids.
ABN, are you using it?
I'm using stamina.
Stamina?
The whole way.
I feel like that's also a very good choice for casters as well, just because they have survivability for them is so important, right?
Especially
they're
like
always at risk of dying.
Yeah. And living will always be so much more DPS. Like the difference is crazy. Just staying alive and having your buffs and dying early in a raid is just gonna just grief the raid itself. Do you dang it. I was gonna say, like in this poll that you guys do here, do you have, I noticed last time there was a paladin that stood out. Is it to eat the charge if a charge does happen? Or is that just out of position?
There won't be any charges either.
Yeah. Because if you just all LOS perfectly and then blow them up, there shouldn't be, right?
Yeah. You'll see in a second.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire goal is like we're all pre-lipping before they come around the corner. There's no way for them to charge us because we all line of sight. We worked on the timing for this pull, so like you just can't get charged here.
That is just beautiful. That is actually so clean. The timing on that was really, really nice. Like incredibly nice. Right as you guys got there. Kenny says Abn doesn't have human racial. Oh my god. And then for Resuvius, have you opted away from, I know some guilds are now using everything gets MC'd right away. So you're opting to have one kind of could be backup MC'd in case.
Yeah, we're doing 3 MCs.
Yeah.
And you can use these guys to pump a lot of damage into the boss.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess we do go 4 MCs here.
You do, yeah, you did pick it up, just not right away, but it was nice. Like Windforce goes and picks that up and then just comes and DPSs the boss, which is just extra added damage that some guilds don't do if they have a tank, just tanking those, and the ads do a bunch of damage, so.
This is just, it's, everyone struggles with Resuvius, right? Like, frequently. This is just such a nice way to keep it clean, just MC everything and just absolutely burn the boss. It's such a low risk Resuvius these days with this strategy.
Yeah. Kill it all before it kills you.
We did get a little unlucky with patrol there. We had to wait a couple seconds on those axes and stabs to separate.
That would be a scary pull. Double staff, double axe.
Yeah, that is not something you want to mess with.
Yeah. Like this, I wouldn't anticipate being too scary if you have to grab those swords. Like once the staff is dead, you can just move through.
We do have another very slight time loss here. I believe we
do you grab
pull an extra pack and we all get Novas, so that's good 5 seconds off pulling this pack.
And that's pretty scary. People get pretty low there too.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, we did get extremely low here. This was could have been actually a lot worse than just a simple like 10-second time loss.
Yeah. Oof. Was that an accidental drop? Group drop?
Right, so I think I figured out what happened there. For some reason, my battle stance macros got messed up. I was doing level 1. I had these macros set up, and apparently when I went battle stance, my macros that I was using on a level 1 to farm chocolates were on my battle stance bar.
Oh.
So I hit a macro. I was trying to cleave, and I hit a macro instead to leave raid log out.
Yeah.
So
oh my god.
Dropped raid for a second there.
That was sketchy. And you guys still have people on the living side. I don't know if I'm sure you've seen like pretty much every runs that's gone where some runs have done only one paladin sitting here on living side just at the gate and then having everything run through. You just have a couple warriors.
We did consider doing that. Decided for us it wasn't worth it.
Mm-hmm.
We were fine with the strategy we have going on here.
Yeah, and do you use a priest to get these through, or like a shadow aura to grab aggro off of Alvaria? Or do you know?
Blessings.
Blessings? You're using blessings. But isn't blessing harder? Like how much threat does blessing get because it's just one hunter? Would that change anything?
Well, I mean, the hunter doesn't really have a whole lot of threat, so you don't need much.
Yeah.
Just a righteous fury paladin with blessings, and
we'll just yoink it right away. And then you're on trainee duty. So that scuffed the overall a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had a lot of unfortunate assignments. It is what it is.
Yeah. As long as it helps. You were able to skip pretty decently before, so like there shouldn't be too much, or like he should be able to pull quite a bit. You only pulled one ghoul pack before?
Yeah, we have to kill pretty much everything in this wing.
Yeah.
Which is why that's why we want to skip so much though in Spider, right? So that we can do it here instead.
Yeah, so that it's a, I mean the amount of time saving here instead of just doing nothing during this fight. I think the innovation that went into doing these hunter pulls is amazing.
It is. It was definitely the biggest thing to come out of this circus by far.
Yeah. Did you guys see people doing it, or did you guys also come up with it?
I don't know if we were actually the first ones to do it. We did come up with this on our own. We didn't copy it from anyone, but I don't know if we were the only ones to come up with this. I feel like someone else did it first.
Yeah.
Like before our run.
Like if you're thinking about now, like thinking back, where else could time be saved at this point? Like in Naxx, like if you're trying to innovate at any point. Because we're getting very close to it being pretty much perfect.
My biggest thought is probably Abomination Wing. I don't feel like there has really been much innovated in Abomination Wing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if people can find something interesting to do there, maybe. That's a scary wing, though. I don't know how you would innovate much there.
Yeah, pulling too much, it's just like, oh, and there's lightning totems. And
I mean, we saw what happened when Salad Bakers disrespected that wing on the world first.
Oh my god!
That wing can get scary really quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Ghosting down again, but that's not a terrible place. The one thing that would suck with losing someone here, the thing that does suck is like maybe you might have to then commit a battle res so that you can use your speed items and not have to wait, unless there is like trash still going to be alive that you have to deal with, that like one person can res and get down.
I don't think we res him. I think we have him run back and summon him.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's...
I think we summon him up for horse. I'll have to see. I'm not sure.
I think that's the best play.
Yeah, I was correct. Since we only have one hunter, we can't actually do the paladin blessings through the wall. Apparently, it's group shadow protection.
Okay, so it is shadow protection
instead.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, you're allowed to cast through the wall, but then you just have to wait for him to get all the way to you, like in LOS, which would be scarier than. Yeah, Progress's world record is so fast, dude. So fast. The next big thing is going to be this first sub 50, but we're like, this was pretty much leagues ahead of anyone else right now at this point.
The sub 50 dream is going to be really hard.
Yeah. That's min-maxing to the ultimate and having like a perfect run.
I mean, like, even like Salad Bakers can beat us, right, with a clean run. Like, this isn't an unbeatable time, but I have a really hard time seeing anyone like if Salad Bakers beat us, I would think it'd be like a 51-minute run or something, right? Like,
yeah,
I have a very hard time seeing a 50-minute run right now. I think with a lot more gear, it's probably possible, and some more innovation. I don't see it happening this circus though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I didn't think I honestly thought barely under 52 was where we were gonna end this circus. So this run is so exciting and like so clean that it's perfect. You know.
Yeah, that's
some of our mages.
It's also it's kind of hard to see like improvements on this run.
Yeah, you guys still have some mages in MC gear.
I don't think so.
Our mages should be quite geared.
So it can.
I'm
Be...
using
I don't pay
talisman.
attention to the mage gear at all.
Yeah.
I still use talisman sometimes. So I guess some see you.
All right, as I actually forgot to mention earlier, we actually wrecked on Naxx the entire raid except me and Prowler. We managed to dodge a blink on Naxx by doing that.
Oh yeah.
The main reason for it was so that we have 2 wrecks. If we wreck like anywhere else, we don't get 2 wrecks, right? And me and Prowler are assigned to Zeliek, so we did save our wreck for this to get him down a little bit faster. So then essentially me Prowler and all the casters on Zeliek to get him down, while the entire raid is cleaving Thane and Mogren and then going to Blumel.
Do you stay into full kill Zeliek?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
so this,
and it's only you only have 3 warriors altogether. Like you could fit one more DPS warrior, but like I think this is the perfect amount because
this is what we needed to kill it. Yeah.
Yeah. The real question: How's Gressel feel, man? Kratz.
It definitely feels really good to have a new weapon after 4 phases of using the same weapon.
Yeah. You kill it way before Blumel.
Yeah, we got it really clean. This strategy worked out perfectly for us. Yeah. I was a little bit nervous because I mean we had a couple risky attempts on the PTR, but it ended up working out pretty well for us on live.
This is fastest world by far, right now. By like...
yeah, I do still believe on the 4 horsemen kill.
Yeah.
Had to be a little bit careful there because that Blumel positioning was in range of Zeliek, and I don't know, didn't want to be taking 6th, 7th marks.
PvP trinket. Oh, you didn't put it on.
Yeah, I decided not to for once. I usually did PvP trinket on PTR when we were practicing, but I thought we would like 100% kill the golems fast enough to never need
one
it.
FAP.
But
yeah,
we actually do get a stun off as the last golem in this next pack is dying. So yeah. I actually should have thrown that on. I guess it doesn't really matter that it didn't really hurt us that much.
And just clearing out the whole middle first.
Yeah, the patrols in it was really awkward walking in. Everything was in a weird position. Yeah. So we had to go like straight into the center here. We ended up getting it pretty well though.
I like the nifty though, so that everyone can jump across. Do you have your casters stay on that little platform to kill everything behind, and then you guys all just jump across the rest of the raid?
And pretty much all the entire melee roster just continues on with the patchwork trash, while the mages and casters, they all AoE down the slimes. I have a pretty good POV of it.
Yeah.
All 7 of our casters just go and blast these slimes while we start clearing.
And no one stepped out too far to a sketchy place.
Thank God.
Oh my God, that last one, dude. That's like the one spot where you're just like, please, just normal, just don't step out too far.
Anyone failed to jump here? A couple people. Only like 4 people. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, but you didn't instantly pull more in front of you, which is nice. Probably from padding.
We give it a couple seconds just to get things positioned.
Yeah. A few seconds on FAP, so grab that left pack probably. Yeah. And are you rotating AoE taunts on these pulls?
No, we are not.
You don't have to at all? Nope. Filth is down.
And this was Filth's death? I don't know. This one was weird because I was assigned to be taunting living monstrosities, but I generally don't taunt them unless they start running out, and then the caster chose to be in melee range of that pack. So
yeah,
I don't know if that's me misplaying or the caster. I feel like casters shouldn't be there hellfiring on pulls like that, but I don't know, maybe it was my mistake. I personally feel like it's a huge misplay, but I could be wrong there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he after that dying there's probably like, oh, why did I go in? How much does the Hellfire even... Is it worth the risk? Is the question.
I don't feel like it ever does. I don't feel like it ever does enough for it to be worth that.
Yeah.
We only do it for Holy Water, Blast Wave.
Yeah. So that lightning totem was up slightly long, which could have been a little, not really enough to be scary though. So everything past this clean.
As long as you don't have melee ranged casters, this is pretty hard to mess. These pulls are pretty hard to mess up.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, like we discussed earlier, it'd be interesting to see some innovation here because I feel like there hasn't been any. I mean, it's hard though, right? I feel like nothing has been innovated here at all.
Yeah, the only difference from like P servers and stuff is like there used to be a precast on all of those pulls, and you just run in now, right? So like,
yeah. And this is one spot in the run where we could shave off 10-15 seconds, but like the only way to counteract not having mana is to pop distilled, which we don't really like to do. So we did have like 10-15 seconds of drinking there to get our mana back up.
Yeah,
Patrick was in a good position for us to do this though.
It was really nice. Convenient. Yeah, Patrick, I guess, could be another one of those ones that's padding could be awkward for your timing.
It doesn't matter too much because if he's padding away or if he's down the hallway, you just run and you do him down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
You distract rotation and drink in front of him.
But how far, as he's like, if he's almost too far, like into the slimes, at what point do you like, all right, let him go and we'll get him across the slimes, or do we just hunter pull him through the slimes to us?
I feel like it'd have to be pretty weird paths for you to like pull him like through the slimes and not just let him go and meet him on the other side while you drink. I feel like the timing would have to be super awkward. Yeah. I mean, if he's going like away through the slimes, then you're gonna be jumping through the river and needing to drink anyway, right?
Yeah. Rain Mage's AE spam? Oof. I feel like Flame Strike is the safer play. Abn? On all of the big pulls like that, before in this wing, you just chain Flame Strike, right? Other than
like
Sapper and Blast Wave?
Like the first pull, we do Flame Strike. Second pull, is we can't do Flame Strike because the pull, like the spiders pull you in. But we all live there. These packs here, we start with Flame Strike and then we just go in and like stay max range with tier 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, to increase your range on your AoE, so everyone's rocking tier 2 on those. Really nice. I've done so little mage min-maxing, and so like recently there's been just a few POVs that are just mages lately, and it's been really interesting to see and watch. Like usually when you think of min-maxing, not usually, I guess, just maybe from my perspective, you think of like getting the most out of your CDs as a rogue or warrior, because that's what I've been playing the most. But it's really awesome to see like how much the mages can just like min-max everything, especially like mana gain, which are you seeing that being a lot harder on, like, because you can't like as easily drink walk on the PTR, but right now we have like the percentage food, which is insane.
Percent food really helps, but we did this so fast. I actually didn't have that many mana problem this run.
Yeah.
Stuff just died, and then we hold breaks. Like then you just skip one pack and get full mana, and then you got enough mana for like 10 packs.
Yeah. So do you guys rotate a little bit?
Yeah, we just natural rotate. I don't think we never get same time.
Yeah. Tetsu, what's your scrolling combat text macro?
It's called Naxx scrolling battle text, or MSBT.
MSBT, guys. Have you been using that forever? I feel like that's a very one you'd see, like, a lot of people use it, but like, did you use it back on the P server days?
Yeah, I used it ever since private servers.
Yeah. I feel like seeing glancing is kind of nice. And how many hits, like, your cleaves are hitting. That's actually crazy convenient.
It's a very clean add-on. I really enjoy it.
You guys play this Grob in the tightest little space right here and just destroy him.
Yeah, this was very, very well done by Windforce here.
Yeah. Really impressive.
Optimal use of space here.
Yeah. That was actually one of the cleanest Grobs, dude. That was crazy. Oh, the complete opposite. Yeah, guys, the complete opposite of what we've seen happen before. You guys are just straight pumping through here at an insane pace, too. For Gluth, do you use just a paladin to deal with the ads?
And the main, honestly, I never looked behind me. I know that's what we do in like our other raids. So I'm assuming, yeah, we probably do paladin kiting.
Yeah. It's just a thing that's come up to me recently as I've played a mage in like in a alt raid, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that we deal with this mechanic. Yeah, guys, if you want any of Tetsu's like add-ons and UI, just go into his chat, and I think it's just /add-ons, right?
Yeah, you have to go to my Discord actually, because my chat bot is broken right now. I've been too lazy to fix it. Well, my Discord has everything. You can find a link to that on my Twitch.
Okay. Oh, I need a timer to do that. Yeah. Oh, and you're going left. So do you guys try to exactly evenly split it up? A lot of guilds like to tend to have melee go right and left, but you have an exact even split of DPS so that you can make sure they die faster and at the same time still?
Yeah, I mean, it's like what you said. You just try to balance it as much as possible to kill them same time.
Mm-hmm. And to kill them fast too. A lot, like, having to wait here is the worst. Such a
I haven't seen a lot of guilds go really light melee on left side, which it could be risky, because if you run too few melee here and something goes wrong, tank dies, tank doesn't get thrown or something, you might have a loose ad messing up your casters. So yeah, speaking from experience in the GDKP.
We have, I don't think I have the clip in one of my raids, but my tank started screaming at people because there's two other warriors there, and he died and no one was taunting, and the guy was just womping on the casters, and it's like your first reaction, like those ads, especially on the left side, like it's not something you just like. He hits hard. He hits super hard. And like,
yeah, you have to be extremely careful tanking on the left side. You need to shield and stuff frequently.
Yeah,
gotta play it really careful. Left had pumps.
Yeah,
that's one reason I hate going left side, because if you over aggro, you're actually in danger.
I saw you running, moving away a couple times.
That's why I like being on right side so much more.
Yeah,
it's way safer.
Yeah. And you don't have to move, no longer getting parried. There we go. The Dragonlings, do you notice a significant increase in your Ignite here too? Like, is it as large? It's got to be larger, right? Using the Dragonlings on Thaddeus as well?
No, not really. They die instantly.
Weasel over here pumping a 4K Ignite.
Oh. As I said, like, ghosting that and start, we lost the Ignite pretty many times.
Oh, yeah. "41 seconds, 41 minutes and 30 seconds running into Saf's room. Can we get the beautiful one phase With the DPS alive, it's so easy, but like having lost all of the warriors last run felt bad.
That was a big time loss on our last run, losing that phase by 1 second.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of regret using so much Frost Res. Honestly, I didn't think much about what Frost Res I was going to use on this, so I just kind of randomly threw on 3 pieces. Probably should have only done 1 or 2.
Yeah. Especially with how fast it's dead, yeah. There's no real need. Are you going to use a protection pot? Like, even though he won't go in there? Like, will you use any Frost Res on KT, and will you use prop pots? Or do you feel
we do spam prop pots for safety, but
yeah.
No Frost Res on KT, no.
Oh, Ice Bolt. Now you get to just sit back. Shaft, it's just like when you're frost bolted, there's nothing to do, but you can still attack with rage.
A little mini break.
Yeah, this is the time. Yeah, it's like, all right, well, I did it. You're out. There's the pot. Oh, nice. Really nice. I already have 44%.
I was honestly really happy. Our death wishes ended up lining up perfectly for like every single part in the run. Our death wish was just in time for everything.
Yeah, right at 30% there. Do you guys? I know you do map it out, but are there times, especially because the times of the runs can be variable, right? The last run was like 7 minutes longer than this. Like, so where are there like bosses that you hard want to use them for? So if you have a CD up at another time, you would save ever?
No, our Death Wish CD is extremely hard mapped out. Where we use them, when we use them, how we use them, and it works perfectly for the pacing of this. Well, obviously, like, we plan our cooldowns for world record pace, right?
Yeah.
As best we can. Sometimes you get taken by, like, sometimes you get into a run like this and you just go faster than you really ever expected, and you end up messing it. But it worked perfectly for us in this run. But we never planned for like a worse run. We always plan for a sick run.
Yeah.
So, and like, if we don't hit that sick run, it just doesn't matter to us. We're always going for the best possible run.
Yeah. Here, and then I can skip past KT phase 1 because nothing. You guys don't accidentally pull like a whole room, right?
Nope. There's a very clean normal KT.
All right, let me skip, dude. I feel like I say this all the time, but because I watch all of the runs, right? And you guys are, and in your last one, like pretty much the only guild right now in. Like, that's world record pace. Obviously you're the best guild in the world right now, but you're the only ones that's in these top like 10 that consistently not one person dies to a Shadow Fisher. And it's so funny to see in all of these world record runs where still one melee will just be like, he forgot.
Shadow Fishers was like, there's some other mechanics in Naxx that are kind of understandable, like a half-second focus lost and you get killed by a mechanic, like Void Zone on Force, for example. Yeah. But like Shadow Fisher on KT, you have so long. It's kind of hard to excuse that.
Yeah, you have so much time. You could literally actually walk out of it. I've tested now. You can walk out of it. And seeing people die just feels bad. But when you're in the zone, I guess you're just going for it.
I mean, that's some people just zone out too much.
Yeah.
Over focus.
Do you have melee run out for whenever he can freeze? Or no. Do you stay stacked?
This is the only time we run out.
It's just
you see right here, we get double Void Zone. Like, if Frost Blast is open like it is now, you have to run out for that Void Zone. Like, if
Yeah, you
Frost
can't
Blast
run
is
over.
on cooldown, you can run over to another group and keep blasting, right? But in situations like this, you have to stay out because Frost Blast is open. You can't chain another group.
Yeah. But no
we
one
got
died there. You got the
we got-
double void zone.
Yeah,
and
we got
the
yeah.
blast.
KT did not want us DPS here.
Oh my god. This is bad, man. But KT is getting obliterated. You guys like.
It was a insanely fast KT. I think we only had one ad come out, or maybe we, yeah. So that one ad runs away, and another ad comes back, and we actually had to kill this
so
ad
fast that you have to actually kill an ad.
I had like hands off the keyboard. I didn't realize we were like DPSing this ad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No MCs on the KT either. I think that's first KT kill, no MCs.
Yeah, that was. I think it's got to be fastest KT kill. So pretty much everything. You might have fastest kill of every boss now.
Probably not every boss. We did set a lot of boss times though.
Where's 4 Horsemen? What is the next closest 4 Horsemen?
Probably some of the single target, like Maxina, for example, and Ubercon
Yeah.
will probably not like necessarily topping on.
5 seconds faster on 4 Horsemen than anyone ever. And I remember seeing when Salad Bakers did the 142, I was like, that was such a fast 4 Horsemen. Almost 10 seconds, 8 seconds faster. That 4 Horsemen was crazy fast. You could probably send one more DPS over to Blue Moon.
Yeah.
But the hard part is like getting the cleave done in time, I guess.
It's hard to balance 4 Horsemen any better than that though, because you have to make sure you get Thane Mogering down before a second shield law or anything. And remember, we're not wrecking there either, so we have to be pretty careful with how much we split up our DPS. A lot of people send all their wrecks on 4 Horsemen, but we're only death wishing there, so that we can get to 2 wrecks out during the run.
Yeah.
So we have to be a little bit careful how much we're splitting. But yeah, it ended up working out really well for us. And I don't think you can really do much more on Blamo without risking.
Yeah, I think without risking messing up the cleave, your KT is 10 seconds faster than anyone else. Oh, that's crazy. That's actually insane. Dude, the run, huge grats, by the way, again, on this pace and like the world record, especially after like just right after you got the world record last time. It was right after it was beaten. I mean, this one could, with a very clean run, can be beaten, but like this pace is like right at what you see of like a very extremely top pace in this circus, right? If no one had gotten near this pace, if other people had messed up, this circus would have been like no one had the ultimate run of the circus.
I mean, we were completely expecting that last run. We didn't really care about that last run. We knew it was going to be beaten. It was not a good run. Yeah. Obviously, we shaved off like what, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.